is becoming more software driven. And there's a saying that whoever owns the box in the installation will own the installation. And since everybody is software driven, from our perspective, it was very natural that we will have multiple functionality which is software driven, running on a single device. Now you can add some software licensing parts to it, then everybody wins. So it's going to be a much easier installation. The user will have the choice of deciding what he wants to use in terms of functionality, and he can add that as he progresses. And there's no need in adding additional components if you want to add more functionality. So what we did, we've launched a concept which is called Kramer Platforms. Kramer Platforms basically means that you can take an appliance, it could be a mini PC, it could be anything additional which has a processing power, and adding to that machine more functionality, and by that it basically means that we've increased the value of that specific, let's say, hardware piece, and simplifying, as I mentioned, the functionality itself. So, for example, we've taken our VIA wireless collaboration and presentation machine, and on top of having that ability of presenting wirelessly in BYOD, so Miracast, iris mirroring, etc., now the system can also handle video conferencing, which is Zoom and BlueJeans. So that's great interop with other systems. On top of that, the system can also do streaming, encoding, decoding. We can run a control brain processor in the background, so you don't need that additional box for running control in the room. In AV, this is a completely new platform. I wish the AV would have been handled the same way the smartphone way of working, where you can still have a smartphone which is 3 or 4 years old, and you can add just more and more functionality which can support that processing power. So with AV, this is definitely the way where it goes. We've talked about on our last interview at Infocom, I think, about our AV over IT strategy. And it's very interesting to see how this thing is evolving. You see more manufacturers adopting that strategy, realizing that the customer is the IT department. Yes, of course, we are working with system integrators, with distributors, with dealers, that's fine. AV professionals, that's our family. But the end customer is the IT department. So traditional system integrators for AV, they are right now looking into IT. And by doing that, they realize they have some knowledge gaps, which brings me to Kramer Academy. So after 2 years of extensive work, we've finally launched our global training program, which is Kramer Academy. Kramer Academy is an extensive program for AV professionals and IT professionals. So we teach IT professionals AV, from the basic fundamentals to system design and support. And we teach AV professionals IT, so network, even how to configure a switch, how to design an AV over IP solution, A to Z.